Good morning, everyone. It's November 7th, 2018. I'm Eric. So there's an article over at shtfplan.com, and I'm not going to read the article to you, but I'm going to summarize it. First, it looks like Congress has been won by the Democrats, and the Senate is retained by the criminal Republicans. So we have about 2 more years of gridlock for Trump anyway, with his ideas. So this article is called "American Politics is Now Just Civil War by Other Means." And this comes from James George Jatras at Strategic Culture Foundation. Again, I'm not going to read the whole article here, but in this article he talks about how, well, it's best summarized with this graph, or whatever you want to call it. There's 3 columns here: category, oppressor, and victim. And it kind of boils down to who's the biggest victim for the Democrats. In category, we have sex: oppressor, male; victim, female. Category, race: oppressor, white; victim, people of color. Category, language: oppressor, English; victim, non-English. Category, religion: oppressor, Christian; victim, non-Christian. Category, sexual orientation: oppressor, cis or straight; victim, LGBTQIAPP+. Category, sovereign allegiance: U.S. citizen is the oppressor, and victims are non-U.S. citizens. Category, legal status: oppressor, citizen or legal resident; victim, illegal or undocumented migrants. Criminality is the category. The oppressor is the law-abiding, and the victim is the offender. I'm going to stop with this one for a moment. In a lot of ways, both groups are victims of the criminality of government and what is considered to be criminal. The law-abiding, they follow every whim of the politicians, even if it's to their own detriment, and that's how they are the victim. And the offender is a victim of the system because of what is considered to be criminal. It's no longer a crime that includes a victim, but rather states can now pick up victimhood if there is no victim, and that is wrong. Okay, category, origin: oppressor, native, meaning white people or people native to this country, and the victim is the migrant or immigrant. Physical condition is the category. The oppressor is the able-bodied, and the victim is the disabled, even though a disabled person can file for Social Security and food stamps and get those things fairly easily. Now, I know it takes about 9 months to maybe a year to be approved, but upon approval, you get a check that dates back to the date in which you applied. So you get a lump sum to start off with, and then every month after you will get a $500-600 check from the government and a couple $100 in food stamps and Medicare. So there's no victimhood there. And lastly, the last category, economic. The self-supporting are the oppressors and the victims are the dependent. These roles should be reversed because self-supporting people are having to support those people who do not wish to support themselves and wish to spend their entire days fucking, getting high, and playing video games or watching TV. They are not victims. They are the oppressor in this case, in reality. And they go through how if two or more of the victim categories apply to you, you get precedence over those who only one of the categories apply to you. Down here in the bullet points, hold on just one second here. There's another thing I wish to point out to you. Patrick Buchanan is right that the level of domestic violence today is not up to what the U.S. experienced in 1968. The depth of existential divide is much greater. This is why it's perfectly acceptable for a homosexual black MSN news anchor to describe white men collectively as a terror threat. But when a straight white female counterpart makes a clumsy but mild observation about ethnic role-playing, it's a firing offense. Note that while female is an assigned victim category, white females can be gender traitors if they are seen as putting their racial privilege ahead of their second-class gender status. To remain victims in good standing and an ally of the higher caste victim groups, they need to learn to just shut the fuck up when PLC sisters with superior oppressed status are holding forth. The victim side accuses its opponents of litany of sins such as racism, sexism, homophobia, Islamophobia, and let's not forget anti-Semitism. And down here in the bullet points, it goes over how the Democrats cooled down their talk of impeachment, but it will return with a vengeance on November 7th. And November 7th is Great October Socialist Revolution Day. So, basically, we have an uptick of all these things to look forward to over the next couple of years. And it's just going to get worse. They say that chances of a major war could increase exponentially if Trump is fighting for his life. Chances of purging his terrible, horrible, no good, very bad national security team will go from slim to none. So, his national security team will get their way when it comes to war with whoever they decide is the next boogeyman, such as Iran, Russia, or other groups, maybe North Korea. And speaking of North Korea, They have said that if sanctions against them are not lifted, they are going to resume their nuclear bomb development. So, anyway, I thought I'd share this with you because we just had the election yesterday. It does look like the Democrats won in Congress, but the Republicans retained the Senate with a loss of about, I think it was 30 seats. So, what we have to look forward to is more of the same bullshit. And this is why I continue to say, kill the state before the state kills you.